What's up, YouTube? Back at it like Anne Frank in the attic. You understand what I'm saying? Now we talk about being on code, right? We talk about code switching, right? It's kind of how this whole thing unfolded. Code switching was a thing where you answer the phone, where you talking to your coworker like, yeah, bro, yeah, homie, da-da-da-da, know what I'm saying? And the phone, when you like, thank you for calling CBS Marketing. How many, like you put your troglodyte voice on, you know what I'm saying? That was called code switching, right? But we're gonna get into the code, right? You know, the young people say on the code, put that on the code. Let's talk about the code, right? 2Pac and them had a little code back in the 90s. All new jacks to the game must know. He's going to get rich, he's going to jail, and he's going to check out. This the code, right, from the 90s. Crew leaders, you are responsible for legal and financial payment commitments to crew members. Your word must be your bond. One crew's rat, wait a minute. One crew's rat is every crew's rat. Rats are not like a disease. Rats are now like a disease. Sooner or later, we all get it. And they should too. Crew leader and posse should select a diplomat and should work ways to settle disputes. In unity, there is strength. And that's a key phrase, right? Get on code. In unity, there is strength. I get a lot of, people argue me down about unity and solidarity, right? They feel like that's actually a weakness. Like, somebody gonna snake you out, you're gonna get stabbed in the back. So, like, I get a lot of pushback on that. In unity, there's strength. Carjacking in our hood is against the code. Slinging the children is against the code. Code in capital C, I might add. Right? Having children slinging is against the code. No slinging in schools. Since the rat Nicky Barnes opened his mouth, ratting has become accepted by some. We're not having it. Snitches is out of here. The boys in blue don't run nothing, we do. Control the hood and make it safe for squares. That's a good point right there. Control the hood and make it safe for squares. Right? Civilians should be able to play out front with the kids, throw the football with your kids. Civilians should be able to catch the bus to work and, mow the grass and pick the trash. You know what I mean? Like, without getting hit with, you know what I mean? The children will not be forgiven. PDF on the code. Attacking someone's home where their family is known to reside must be altered or checked. Senseless brutality and blank must stop. Our old folks must not be abused. See, we getting real moral, real ethical. It's gangster though, it's thug life. It's pistols, blunts, and Timberland boots type shit, right? But we getting real ethical. Stay with me now. Ocho Cinco shit, stay with me now. Our old folks must not be abused. Respect our sisters, respect our brothers. See, this is why my channel was called Coke, cause like, being an 80s baby, you kind of got manufactured, wired. You got software put in you that was kind of like this rhetoric. So now that we in these 2000s, you wonder where that kind of Dr. Umar-esque Black Power, Sarah Seti, fuck the cracker type energy come from. Because if you of a certain age, you was kind of built with a code. You was kind of built with a code of ethics, omerta. You know what I mean? It was like vows of revolution against the police, the government, the system, the beast. It was heavy. Okay, let's get back to the code. Respect our sisters, respect our brothers. Sisters in the life must be respected if they respect themselves. Okay, that was heavy. That was deep. Sisters in the life must be respected if they respect themselves. Military disputes concerning businesses are within the community Hold on. Military disputes concerning business areas within the community must be handled professionally and not on the block. Self-explanatory. Military disputes concerning business areas, that's a nice way to put it, within the community must be handled professionally and not on the block. It's heavy. No shooting at parties. Concerts and parties are neutral territories. No shooting. Know the code. It's for everyone. Be a real roughneck. Be down with the code of the thug life. Protect yourself at all times. Heavy, right? On the code. Heavy. This 2Pac shit. Y'all know about the Thuggees had a secret code, right? See, the AI research wasn't available. The Thuggee is the name given to alleged thugs who supposedly were historical organized cults, right? It get religious, it get occultic, of professional robbers and murderers in India, right? Nation of Islam, Asiatic black man, Moorish, turbans, Kundalini, Naga. Like you can sew this shit up like a shoelace and tie it into a bow, because all this shit weave in and out. Bar. Founded unknown. Possibly early 1300s. Named after Sanskrit word for concealment. Like a jug, a thug. So it's funny, like being a thug meant omerta, meant vow of silence, meant no snitching. That's why they against snitching, because the word thug is from the Sanskrit word for concealment. So that's interesting. Vinegar, membership, unknown, activities, murder and robbery. Okay, murder and robbery. They have purported to have murdered their victims by strangling using bandanas. 2Pac wore that bandana. It's interesting, right? See the connection here. As a tool, the Thuggee were believed to practice their killings as a form of worship towards the goddess Kali. California, Kali. I mean, sew it up like a boot. Lace your boots, man. Put a pretty bow at the top of this motherfucker. For countries, the authorities of the Indian subcontinent, such as the Kalaji dynasty, the Mughal Empire, and the British Raj is crazy, attempted to curtail the criminal activities of the Thuggees during their rule. Contemporary scholarship is increasingly skeptical of the Thuggee concept and has questioned the existence of such a phenomenon, which has led many historians to describe the Thuggee as an invention of the British colonial regime. Thuggee, translated from Hindi as swindler, deceiver. To deceive from Sanskrit, cunning, sly, fraudulent. He conceals. The term describing the murder and robbery of travelers was popular in the northern parts of the Indian subcontinent. The English word thug is derived from this. Highwaymen who tricked and murdered their victims by strangling. To take advantage of the victims, the thugs would join travelers and gain their confidence, which would allow them to surprise and strangle the travelers with a handkerchief or noose. Some of the Thuggee would befriend their potential targets, even to the point of assuming their religion, and accompany them for a while, assessing their potential wealth. Eventually, as one thug managed to distract their victims by engaging them in a conversation, the other were tasked with killing and strangling swiftly. So it's the Dutra Mitchell, Fastusa, Hindi, Kala Dutra, Black Datutra, the deliriant herb sometimes used by the thugs to stupefy their victims. Damn, so they'll dope you up. Alright, you see AI ain't got no answer for it. Yeah, but now where the code at? Okay, the Thuggie, in spite of what appears to be indiscriminate murder on a very large scale, the Thuggie had a peculiar code of ethics whose rules. Let's see what the code was. Strangled 30,000. 50 victims at once. The rumal was the handkerchief, the bandana that the gangbangers wear to murder. Where's the code? Show me that we came for the code. Human sacra to Cali. At age 18, they were permitted to make their first a man born into a cult, in order to become an initiate, the minimum age of initiation into the society was 10. The Thuggie had their female counterparts in a secret set of tantrists who held that it was only by constant indulgence and passion that a human could ever achieve total union with Kali. Kundalini shit, Naga. Only indulgence in the 5 vices that corrupt the soul of humankind: wine, meat, fish, mystical gesticulations, and sexual indulgence. Where's the goddamn code? But it says for the members of the secret society were indistinguishable from any other of the many bands of outlaws. So you see right there, it's a secret society. Right? This is what make all this shit, 2Pac with the communist Black Panther and the Marxist Freemasonry. You feel what I'm saying? It's a secret society up and down the board. I'm looking for the code. I don't know, man. See. Damn. I thought they was going to spell it out, but by the secret society talk. They had a law, right? You can consider that a code. Most historians consider the Thuggie to be the world's first mafia. Secret cult in India whose members were both Muslim and Hindu. All right, so let's get some images. I'm gonna get on out of here. Right, damn, they getting them together. Damn, them boys get you together, don't they? The Moorish, Muslim, Hindu, the turban boys. I don't care what it's like Christian. You might wear the cross but be Mormon. You might wear the cross but be Baptist, Methodist, all that. The turban boys. You put that bandana around your head. You put that wrap around your head. Right, so this is getting interesting. You got the Thuggees in movies. Temple of Doom villains was the Thuggees. Okay? So on the code, right? You see how all this shit tie into Freemasonry, Marxism, communists, 2Pac, thug life, Thuggie, Amaru, the Jaguar Society of the Amaru, quote unquote, Native American or South Americans, right there, 2Pac Amaru shit. They got the Panther secret societies, apocalypto like shit, but you got the Black Panther Party here, right? But you also got the new African Panther Party because they have a leopard secret society in Africa. Lace you up, tie all this shit together. Mr. Make It Make Sense. Mr. Make It Make Sense. Right, you see the troglodyte. But they won't show the code. But we know they had a code. Right, this is, you see the Masonic sash, the Hebrew sash. You got the communist axe, pickaxe. Right, see them turban boys. Right, but we was really just talking about the code. This is Cali. Right, now some people think California was named after this god right here. But to keep it on that kind of Native American tip, you got Queen Khalifa, right? But if you look at how it's spelled, it's Kali. Take the FA off. Right, you got fictional character. I'll show you some images. Pagan warrior queen who ruled over a kingdom of black women living on the island of California, an island off the coast of Asia. Right, Califia, Mafia, Thuggy, right, secrecy, vow, code of sight. Like, do you see how all this shit tie together? Melanated queen, Khalifa, the black Amazon queen. California got its name from Califia, right? See how it's spelled different. A tale of a black warrior queen. Island of California was filled with gold. The Chronicles of Queen Califia. So I guess I spelled it wrong, but etymologically, it's still kind of the same word. You dig what I'm saying? But, we got street code. The code of the street refers to a set of informal rules and behaviors that govern impersonal relations, particularly violence, disadvantaged, and isolated inner city neighborhoods as described by socialist Elijah Anderson. So you got socialist, communist, Marxist, right? So this is right here. You see what I'm saying? Socialist, Marxist, communist. So let me show you right quick. Marxist, communist. Socialist, Marxism, and communism are related ideologies, with socialism being a broad term encompassing various political and economic theories, while Marxism is a specific theory developed by Karl Marx, Freemason, that analyzes capitalism and advocates for a socialist revolution. And communism is a specific form of socialism, often seen as the ultimate stage of the socialist society. Right? I ain't even gonna get into that and break all that shit down, but let's go back to the street code. The AI is quoting a socialist, right? Origins of the concept, the code emerged as a response to the lack of opportunities, poverty, and social disorganizations in these communities. Key element: respect, public behavior, violence as a tool. Heavy work. The code often normalizes or even encourages the use of violence as a means of resolving conflict or asserting dominance. Anderson work, Code of the Street, Decency, Violence, and the Moral Life of the Inner City. Heavy book right there. Decent versus street families, impact. The code can have a significant impact on the lives of those who live within it, leading to increased violence, distrust, and social isolation. Okay, you got the street code army. What is the street code? Regulate the usage of violence and allow those who have aggressive tendencies to precipitate violent encounters in an approved way. Dang. Okay. At the heart of these rules is the issue of respect, loosely defined as being treated right or granted the difference one deserves. The code of the street is actually a cultural adaptation to a profound lack of faith in the police and the judicial system. Okay. So we got the street code. Let's see what does being on code, man. No, not in hospitality. Black meaning. Oh my goodness. Code black. Who the fuck? Okay. On code. God damn. Okay, this is crazy work. I had to go through all this. Well, let's get back into it. The Urban Dictionary, shared definition. Putting your race first, looking out for one another. The Black Panther Party were on code, taking care of the community. Okay, what does stay on code mean? For BIPOC, employees belonging to underrepresented group, it means aligning themselves within a group through their decisions and actions in order to better navigate the corporate workplace. That's a whole nother topic because we don't be on code at work. Our sisters, our women's, they don't be on code at work. I know what's going on out there. What does keep to the code mean? In airliner terminology, particularly used by mobbed or disrespected check-in. Live by the code.